In this video, I'm going to bring you inside of our fridge and freezer so that you can get a look at what we eat, how we stay healthy on the road, and what brands we like to buy. What inspired this video was the family that we visited in Charleston, South Carolina, the Gardners. Hillary asked me, how do I get my kids to eat? How do I get my kids to eat vegetables? How do I know what to buy and all these things? And so then she said, can I look inside your fridge and in your cabinets? And I said, sure, that's no problem. So she came in and she took notes, and she is what inspired this video. I'll start with the door. We have our Organic Valley butter, which we really like. We have our supplements up here. We like Heinz organic tomato ketchup. We've tasted all of the ketchups and that is our favorite. Jelly. This is a fruit sweetened jelly. We don't use jelly a whole lot except when we eat sandwiches, which we've been eating more on the road. This is Crofter's brand, and they only sweeten it with fruit juice, which I really like. This is Annie's Organic Cowgirl Ranch. The kids really enjoy this one. I was branching out and trying a balsamic, which I really do like a lot. It's the best brand that we can buy. If we were at home, I would be just making it from scratch, but it's just too hard with all the logistics of traveling as much as we are. Normally I don't have this big of a candy section, but the Justins were on sale, and then we hit another grocery store that had some brands or some flavors that we'd never tried, and so the kids talked me into it. But we bought this several days ago and we still just have them. We're not like picking out on them. It's more of just a special treat when we want a nice little piece of chocolate. This one is Heavenly Organics. There's like a whole series from Amy's Organic Andy Dandy candy bars, and there's 2 in here, so you don't have to eat both of them. And there's 3 in here, so you can split it up. Like our family will just eat this 1 pack. And all that is in this is 100% dark chocolate, raw white honey, and almond flavor. They also have a mint one. This is the mint one, which is really good. And it's nice. It's kind of like, what's that brand? The peppermint patties? This is like a Reese's cup. So it's a Justin's peanut butter cup. And they have it in white chocolate, milk chocolate, and dark chocolate too. I don't know if I have any dark chocolates. I don't have any dark chocolates, but dark chocolate is also a favorite of ours. This is a good mayo to have. Again, I make my mayo at home. I like to make my own mayo, but while we're on the road, Sir Kensington Organic Mayo, I really like it. Have to have our heavy whipping cream for tea, but also for desserts. You just never know when you're going to be making it. I always look for grass-fed. I prefer 100% grass-fed. And then, of course, organic. I have some grape juice. And then this is a favorite. I'll shut that so it stops beeping. This is a favorite yogurt of ours. It's called Traders Point Creamery. It's 100% grass-fed. It's yogurt. It has an amazing taste. I don't love yogurt, but I like this yogurt. And actually, when I make homemade raw yogurt at home, I use this as my starter, and it makes just a really nice, mild, very yummy yogurt. They are in Indiana. They have a store, an ice cream store. We are totally hitting it up when we get near them, and I can't wait. I cannot wait for that stop. This is another yogurt that we like to eat. 7 stars. I've researched them. I know their practices. I feel good about buying their yogurt, and you can pretty much buy it anywhere that we've been so far. Here I will go watermelon, strawberries. We don't normally buy our watermelon in a plastic container, but because we're on the road, it's just much easier to do it. Here we have some leftover spaghetti sauce. It's a favorite meal of ours on the road. It's super easy to make. I always keep a jar of spaghetti sauce, always keep noodles, I always have meat in the freezer. I can whip it up really fast if we need a meal. I have more yogurt back there. I have salsa. It's about done. Tomatoes, red onion, cilantro, lemon, lime juice, salt and pepper. That's all it is. We have our eggs. What I look for with eggs, I don't necessarily look for a certain brand. I look for pasture raised. Free range is no good. Cage free is no good. I want them to be on pasture, getting good greens, eating bugs. Of course, organic or non-GMO has to be there as well. This is the end of a 5-pound bag of carrots. Just organic carrots. When my kids say, "Mom, I'm hungry," and we just ate a meal, I say, get a carrot. And that will tell me if they're really hungry or not. On to more dairy, which we love our dairy. This is from grass-fed cows. I wanted to try this brand and I really like it. We have our Bubby's fermented pickles. A good way to get probiotics on the road is yogurt, Bubby's, and then our kombucha. So Reed's, this is our absolute favorite. Cannot find it anywhere but at Earth Fare down in the south, which is really sad. I miss it. This one is available everywhere. Synergy, that's all they had. Well, they had a couple local ones, but Synergy is pretty much everywhere. And this tastes like grape crush. It tastes pretty good. And then this is a favorite which I've been finding around here, but Bucci, this is our Asheville brand, our local Asheville brand. So I like having it. It's a little taste of home out on the road. Of course, we have our big block of cheese from Full Circle Farm. These are what we call grater dates. They're just organic coconut date rolls. Basically, it's the dates without the pits, and it's rolled in coconut and then cut into little slices. My kids call them grater dates because they're greater than regular dates. Coconut water, we like to let the kids have a treat when we're having a kombucha with our dinner, so they'll have coconut water. Sometimes they drink kombucha with us, sometimes they don't. It just depends upon how they're feeling. I found some raw milk at a store in Pennsylvania, which was pretty exciting. So I got it. I always, again, look for the 100% grass-fed. Here we have the little bit of bacon that we cook, the pound of bacon, and then we ration it out through the week as we cook our eggs. We just throw a little bit of bacon in there, and it's a nice addition. I have fallen in love with this organic tomato bisque from Whole Foods. It's amazing. And so I picked some up to bring on the road. I was so sad I had to go ahead and buy some Canyon Bakehouse bread. It's not as good as Sammy's, but on the road it seems like we're eating a lot more sandwiches, so I had to come up with something. It is at least non-GMO, dairy, soy, and nut-free, so that's good, and it's also whole grain. But Sammy's, I still love you. Leftover macaroni and cheese and some chicken thighs. Seems chicken is a super easy meal on the road. A chicken breast or organic rotisserie chicken breast from Whole Foods is also another staple that we like to pick up every time we're at Whole Foods because it's just easy to slice it up, either make a Mexican dish out of it or just eat it as chicken or whatever. And we really, it's just a nice easy thing. It's kind of weird because you buy a chicken for the same price that you buy a raw chicken. So you buy a cooked chicken for the same price you buy raw chicken, which is kind of strange, but if I don't have to cook it, I like that. This is something that I like to give the kids. We don't eat this a whole lot, but it's amazing grass green superfood. And this is watermelon flavor and chocolate flavor. The chocolate I put in raw milk, and the watermelon I put in apple juice, and the kids seem to like it. I don't give them full apple juice. I like water it down so they don't get as much sugar. But this is a good way for the kids to get their greens in, and it tastes good too. Now for my veggie drawer. I've got cut up onion, lettuce. My kids love this lettuce. They will just eat a head of this lettuce without dressing, whatever, just on their own. They'll just ask for it. It's kind of crazy. English cucumbers. My kids love cucumbers. I buy cucumbers, peppers, carrots, lettuce every time I go to the grocery store. I always have that on hand. You can always make a good meal out of it. Cilantro I also like to keep on hand. On to my bottom drawer, I have another, I just bought a loaf of that. I have Wallaby organic sour cream. This stuff is good. You could just eat it by the spoonful. Parmesan cheese from Organic Valley. Siete cassava and coconut tortillas. They're amazing. They taste so good. I usually make my own, but of course on the road it's just not feasible. So these were on sale and I was super excited to pick up 2 packs of them. And then I have lunch meat. This is another easy trick for the road. Ham and roast beef. My kids love the ham. A favorite, we just cook it up with some cheese and then there's no bread. It's just like cheese roll-ups, but it's heated. And it's nice. They really like it. We keep organic snack cheese on hand. It's just easy to do on the road. Well, some of my kids don't like this, some of my kids don't like this, some of my kids don't like that, so I just keep a variety on hand and then everybody's happy. And that's about it in the fridge. For the freezer, these are just some tortillas that we have frozen. My kids made some Lego Man ice. We keep hot dogs in the freezer because we never know when we're gonna go to a bonfire. Of course, we have bacon from Polyface. I have a pork butt in here. I'm gonna make a special meal with some French fries. We normally don't buy our veggies frozen, but on the road it was just really hard to know what to buy, and then we were having to eat it, but then people wanted us to eat with them, so our compromise was just to buy frozen vegetables. So I have a nice stash of this. This is a favorite cheese of mine that I found down in Florida. It's truly raw cheddar. It's a very good taste. In this drawer, we just have more meat from farms that we visited. This is Dawnbreaker, pork sausage, Italian sausage. This pork chops. This is Full Circle Farm butt, Boston butt, which I'm gonna make in the pressure cooker one day. We have butter from Full Circle Farm. There was some lunch meat on sale, so I froze it. Coffee, corn tortillas that I found, grass-fed beef, chicken breast, more ground meat, more cheese from Full Circle Farm. And that is about it. So I received a text from Hillary, and she was really excited about how this has helped their family. So her husband James was eating junk food, and her kids wouldn't eat the veggies that she wanted them to. And so I have gotten an amazing report from them since they have been eating this more whole foods diet, not eating processed stuff. And her husband is now walking past the powdered donuts, not eating gas station food, and eating Kids bars. And he's just like, wow, this tastes so good, and everything is just tasting really delicious to him. And her children are eating the veggies that they never were eating before, and they're not eating sugar. She was just super thankful that I shared my fridge and my pantry with her, and I hope that this also inspires you.